Hello. It's just me at the moment, but that hopefully should change in a second. So I hope everyone's doing very well. How are we doing this evening? Whoever is in chat. I think the ranter is on his way. I think the ranter. Let's get this sorted out, ready to go. Because we have some wonderful. Hi Peter, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Okay. So I'm just getting a couple of bits sorted. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well this evening. It's fine Tuesday evening. I'm having a small drink. A bit of sophisticated wine. It's not that sophisticated. And just getting my paint gear ready because it was a bit of a rush tonight. I was getting a few things ready because I've got some family coming over tomorrow. So I'm actually doing all right, Peter. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a bit of a long day at work, but then when isn't it? Quite frankly, you're waiting to get home and do fun stuff. So I've been playing a bit of XCOM 2 at the moment, actually, just on the side of doing painting and bits and pieces. So I was looking forward to getting home, having a couple of sessions of that, and then getting on there and doing a stream with you guys as usual. So, hi Dave, hope you're doing all right, mate. Let me just sort this. I just noticed the stream image is on a funny thing at the top there. Let's disable that. See if no, Dom is apparently on his way. He's so I won't be on my own all this evening, hopefully. But if I am, I will do my best as usual. Anyway, hang on a minute. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Allegedly, he's trying. I think he's trying to come online. Hi, Aaron. Hope you're doing well, mate. There he is. He made it.
Hello.
Talk about 11th hour, mate.
Got to live the people wanting more, don't you? Really? So I'm here. Okay, yeah. So apologies for being late, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, classy broad tonight. Aren't you fancy?
You're drinking wine as well, so out of a pint glass. Don't lie.
Well, I have got a chocolate cake stout.
Is it all right?
Really? To be
No.
honest, but...
Is this from your little selection stuff?
Yeah, it's the last one.
Do you have a good box this time, or not really?
No, I've cancelled it now.
Oh, it wasn't that good? Yeah, I think it's one of those things. Getting like a selection is all a bit risky because you never know.
Yeah, it's fun, but there is a point of like costing a lot for randomness, which I'm not actually.
You kind of like better off going. I like these ones. I'll get some of these in. That's kind of, unless you're a real connoisseur, I suppose.
Well, I am a connoisseur. That's the thing.
I mean,
1 out of a pint glass, my kind of lady.
Oh yeah, well, Mr. Higgins is. Were you reading that from Mr. Higgins, or did you say that yourself?
That's just my thoughts. And
he just said it exactly as you said it. Oh dear. I was just telling everyone that it's all right today, and I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing very well. Sorry being a bit late.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault at all. Yeah. So anyway, so tonight we have obviously the winner of the challenge. We do, and we have some usual sit and paint and talk and stuff like that. We've got a few things to talk about tonight, I think. There were some reveals this week to try and steer it away from any negative chaos talk.
We're not going to talk chaos anymore. Chaos are so last year. No one plays them anymore, so why talk about them? Well, no one talks about squads.
But anyway, Dom, what are you going to try and work on tonight? I know you had to rush up here. Are you actually doing anything, or are you just having a little...
I have got things to do tonight, so I've got a selection of things, Thomas. I've got some scarabs that I've got to do some dry brushing on tonight. I've got how many bases? 9 bases of scarabs I'm working on. A Maulafine I've got put some block red stuff into. What about yourself?
I am back on the Scorpions. So I've got my Devastator squad and a lieutenant and the sergeant for that squad, as aforementioned. So I'm just working on them at the moment. Well, trying to. I don't know how much I'm going to get done tonight. I'll say, it's one of those things where painting, you have to be in that little bit of a mood sometimes. It's not quite striking me tonight, but I want to get some paint down. So we're gonna try. Well,
Nice.
as you know, we've been playing quite a few games recently. So we haven't been recording many, but we've been playing a lot of games.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a change. We haven't really had a concentrated block to be able to record many, have we? However, it's been nice to actually play some games for a change.
Yes.
So we played a game last night, though, didn't we?
We did. We played Templars versus Guard, which was an interesting little matchup.
Got the guard out, boys.
He did.
Got the guard out.
So many tanks.
Did. So it was 2,000 points. I had 10 Lehman Russes and 2 little squads of Scions. More of a token gesture, really.
Those poor Scions.
Than anything else. What did you bring to the party, Tom?
I got the old Templars, which was mainly quite a lot on foot, actually, to be fair. But it was a good mix of assault intercessors, some Terminator assault squads, or squad I should say, some Vanguard veterans, some Eradigators, which I've gone off now, I might add, at the moment, after that game last night. I may be regretting that choice, we'll see. I don't know if it was a ruse from Dom.
What, to show how rubbish they were?
No, just to stop me taking them in the thing on Sunday. So we're going to a practice LGT actually, which should be quite fun. Just it's from Meta, but they just literally opened it up to a few people for a bit of a kind of a practice thing for try out some of your more competitive sided lists. It's not something we normally do that regularly, is it, Dom? But we've been quite enjoying some of it at the moment, haven't we?
It's a nice change. Yeah. I've definitely playing the game last night with my guard. I haven't played guard or especially a tank list. I haven't played a tank list in 9th edition, and I think I hadn't really played a tank list in 8th.
Don't recall you doing it, to be fair. No.
So it'd been a long time since playing purely tanks, and although I lost probably, we say 4 tanks in that one. The points weren't particularly in my favour at all.
No. It's difficult for you to score them, to be fair.
Yeah, but I did really, really enjoy getting my tanks out and actually playing a game with them. And I think there's a little bit of wriggle room there that I can probably play them in the future. However, it would be more practice games for a long time before any attempt to any form of event. Yeah, I want to play them. I love tanks. I'm a absolute treadhead when it comes to armored warfare. Love it.
Well, in response to that game, I put 2 more tanks in my list actually. So
yeah, there you go.
Because I was like, yeah, it's not a bad idea. This armor stuff. It's better than running across the field.
Yeah, exactly. And I like my word bearer lists. I've had a little while of definitely trying to have more mobility with rhinos, but I think battle tanks where the fun's at. So what's everyone in the chat working on tonight?
Yes, what have we got going on, guys? All heavy flamers, trust me on this. Apparently that's the key.
All heavy flamers. Oh really?
A couple of Wyverns in your list would be nice, by the way.
No. Look, I know there's other people that have advised me in the past, such as Winters, that says, "Oh, you need artillery." No, you don't need artillery. A battle tank is where the action is. All right.
He's stuck in his ways. Oh, Iron Warrior says Isaac. There we go. So,
you always need a line of sight.
Well, not unless you've got a Whirlwind Scorpius.
That's true. That is true.
And you don't, or a Whirlwind for that matter, I might add. So, Dave is working on some Long Fangs. And Mr. Blue nearly tabled an Abmech army with Flamer Russes last month. Oh, well, there we go.
Yep. Yep. Nice.
That's the Rust Flamer meta right there. Mr. Blue pioneering a new way of using guard tanks.
Yeah. The thing is with putting flamers on tanks. Hello, Felpire.
Hello.
You charged into 2 of my Luminous Exterminators with your Blade Guard veterans, your Chaplain,
and
Helbrick.
Helbrick, yes.
And I killed off all bar 1 of
Yeah.
the Blade Guard veterans, killed the Chaplain off, and I think Helbrick was just a later
late addition.
Late addition. However, they did kind of hold their own. Those heavy bolters and autocannons, when they were hitting, they really packed a punch, didn't they?
They did indeed.
So I can see flamers being essentially the same kind of
Although the only thing about that is you wouldn't be able to fire them in close combat, whereas you can your other weapons.
What, flamers?
Yeah, because they are a assault weapon, I think. So I don't know. Can you fire flamers?
No, heavy flamers are still heavy.
Ah.
So you could be firing them in combat, I suppose, because they're not blast. So
very well.
You could be burning away.
Says, sorry, he's on late. Miss Victoria Bertram says hello. And Mr. Blue says wrong. Okay, well, there we are.
Wrong on what?
I may have thought they were blast for some reason in my head. Don't know why. Don't really use a lot of flamers myself, so forgive me.
Yeah, so they're quite handy. Although I was looking at the Forge World tanks, the little solar auxiliary battle tanks.
Oh yeah.
There you go. And I quite like the look of them because they're the same point as a Hellhound, and you can rock up with 4 autocannons.
I think your autocannons are the best, to be fair. I think your battle cannons are a bit hit and miss, literally.
Yeah. I do love autocannons.
Yeah, you actually inspired me to get 2 of my guard tanks in the same format you did.
Oh really?
Yes. So because I always loved. Well, I didn't really like being on the receiving end of them, but I think it was quite cool. If you know what I mean. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost did start turning a list into a mechanized list by putting a couple of infantry squads in, but then I was like, no, those, if anything, those 2 squads of stormtroopers let me down. I could have had another tank.
Just take some chimeras.
No, you need troops to have chimeras. They're dedicated transports.
Just take a single HQ unit.
No, I told you, no one's going on foot.
Why are you so anti this?
I'm not doing it. Tank warfare.
But you are taking your necrons on Sunday, aren't you?
Yes. I've changed my list a little bit, and I'll be taking necrons.
Very well.
Yeah. There you go. So
Sentinels, yeah. Sentinels. You love Sentinels.
No, they haven't got.
Dom hasn't got any good stories about Sentinels, to be fair. They normally.
Oh, there is a good stratagem in the Greater Good book that they add +2 to their hit roll. In the first turn, so a few las cannon sentinels could be quite tasty.
Quite good in the first turn, then, just like a
little
teaser fire.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, I mean, all I know is whenever you normally play sentinels against me, they normally end up doing something to themselves rather than actually doing anything to the enemy.
They're cursed. And maybe we just think that because they've had a bad past, and
True.
then perhaps they're not always as terrible as I first think they are.
Oh, there we go.
People, sentinels, good or bad? What do you think?
Apparently, Isaac killed a knight with a sentinel. Well, there we go.
Oh, really?
That's one way to go about it. That's one way to prove him. Yeah, I must admit, I always played a knight list against Dave for a bit of variation because I haven't played them for a long time. But I couldn't. I need to get one large knight, I think, to fluff out my points for 2,000 points.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't got enough points to take 3 knights and 2 of the smaller knights. What's this here? Sorry. Oh, did you put a poll up, did you, Dom?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see what people think.
Didn't realise you could do that on here still.
Well, there you go. It's the magic of the internet.
Excellent.
Sorry, carry on, Thomas.
I can't remember what I was saying now.
Oh, okay.
Knights, that was it. Yes. Yeah, I was going to try Knights out, but unfortunately, I couldn't quite make the points work for 2,000 points. So it's made me go. I need to get one of the large Knights.
So, what, the big Knights?
Yeah, like the ones you've got. The
yeah.
Is it the Valiant? Isn't it? I think it's like, or whatever your version is. The Chaosy version.
Yeah, the Chaos one. Yeah, I don't know. I think Knights are a bit of a hard one, really, to get working for 2,000 points, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you never get everything you want. You're always compromising, which it's a bit of a sad state for an army.
I think I would take more of the smaller Knights if I had them. I think that was how I would compensate. I think the little ones are actually quite good for their points, whereas the big ones could be potentially knocked out in one round of shooting, and you're like, oh no, this has gone very wrong. Good. But yeah, guess we'll never know. Anyway, in other news, I don't know if anyone saw that little tidbit on Warhammer Community about another army that I may collect.
No.
You didn't see that? Okay. So anyway, those who don't know, it's a mad day when Dom teaches Tom something about technology. Well, it is.
It happens more often.
It just, I mean, he just knows more about social stuff. It's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm a hermit.
I think he lives in a flat. He lives in a bunker.
Yeah, live in a bunker. That's flat on the 9th floor, but below surface.
Yeah. It's completely sealed in lead.
Yeah.
the building goes, it just slides out.
Yeah. Going to work in the morning is a nightmare.
Get that big wheel on your front door.
No, I dug to work. It's much easier.
Oh no!
Yeah. I just drive underground. Don't have to get out in the air then.
Nice.
Peetings, aren't we all hermits? Captain Jack says Knight Preceptor gives a nice little buff. Yes, that's a. I mean, I must admit, there's a lot of forge-rolled knights that I'd love to get a hold of, but the cost on some of them are just ridiculous, both in points and money wise.
Financially, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the little ones are actually quite good value. The little armigers, they're actually not bad because I think they're about 40, 50 pounds each, and then some weapon upgrades on them, so it's not too bad.
Cheaper than that.
They're cheaper, are they? They're 30 something, are they?
Yeah, you get 2 in a box.
Yeah. Not the forge roll ones, I don't think.
Oh, you talking about the forge rolled ones you want?
Yes, I've got two. I have 2 forge rolled ones.
Fancy.
I have
Oh,
2.
right, okay.
So I bought the Moraxes, remember?
Yep.
Because I'm playing a Mechanicus-based knight list for me because I wanted to use the Armiger Moraxes, and I bought them. Remember the lightning locks? I used that one time. The horrendous lightning exploding on 6 things.
Yeah, I remember. They weren't amazing. No, they're quite nice.
They fill my armies with stock because all my other knights are quite heavy weaponry. They were more for going after little units of troops. That was kind of the point of them. So that's why I bought them. Yeah. But anyway, going back to the other topic I was just about to discuss, which is there was a little hint about the upcoming releases at Games Workshop, and obviously aside from the fact that the timeline thing was utter, in my opinion, garbage, really, because they basically showed us 2 codexes that had just been pre-ordered that week. One of them we knew would come out like 2 months ago, and then finally the last 3, 2 of which I didn't actually say who they were. So, however, one of them happened to be the Black Templars Codex supplement. So
they're getting a Codex, are they?
Supplement. Codex
Black Templars.
Yeah, you know them.
Oh.
Don't.
Oh my goodness.
Don't make me do this. Here we go. I can just look. These guys. See, just right on the screen. There. I'll put them right there.
Look at him just bouncing around.
These guys are coming back, and I'm hoping in a good big way with some good variation on the standard Codex Astartes, personally, because I have been, in all seriousness, a little bit sick and tired of running in the standard format Marines for quite a while, and I wouldn't even mind if they blocked access to tactical squads again or something like that. That'd be cool. Just had the Crusaders again. They're getting an army box as well, allegedly. Well, if they are, Andy, they may be getting purchased by me. I'm not, no guarantees. No, there's heavy guarantee
Yeah,
on this.
I think there was something in the community post about them getting a army box
I
set.
wouldn't be shocked if they did, because I think because of the way that the army was structured previously, with the fact that they need to have upgrade sprues and all this kind of stuff, it does kind of warrant a little bit of a, I suppose, a set of them, because they're either going to sell the assault intercessors like they did with some of like the Dark Angels as an upgrade kit included with them, perhaps, or they're going to sell, hopefully. I mean, if I'm taking honest, I hope they continue the tradition of having the like the completely separate upgrade sprue, because the upgrade sprue for normal marines is actually fantastic. It's really good value for money, in my opinion. You get so many bits in those boxes. I mean, I think I bought 3 about 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm still using them now because I had so many bits in them for just upgrading various bits and pieces, which is nice. But that's kind of old school kits. Nowadays, you tend to get enough to maybe do a squad for about the same price.
Yeah, I think if you're sensible, you can pretty much ration it out quite well, can't you? But if you get carried away, it's like poof, gone. Oh, what? I've only done like 5 Marines.
So I'm going to stick with things, because I've got my own chain link stuff that I used to do the chains and things like that. So I'm happy to do that. It's mainly the tabards really. I'm not really a brilliant green stuffer myself. Don't know about you, Dom, but it's not one of my probably highly rated skills. So green stuffing on a cloak or something is not really something I'm kind of particularly comfortable doing. I've tried it a couple times. It never comes out quite looking right. Some people do amazing jobs with it, but me, no, not for me.
That's a certain skill set, isn't it?
It is.
Very hard to achieve.
Yeah, I mean, you can make something look like a bit of cloth, but getting it to sit in correctly on the model is the difficult bit. So yeah, I'm hoping. We're going to end the poll there, by the way. I think.
Oh yeah, how did Sentinels do? Did they well? Oh, they did very well, didn't they?
76%, I think.
Yeah. 67%.
67%. Cool.
Nice.
So there you go.
Right.
But yeah, so. Oh, cool! It did actually pop up there. Wasn't sure if it would show a final pop up. But yeah, I'm hopeful. I mean, obviously, I suspect the major. I think the release for Black Templars is going to obviously an Emperor's Champion. I think we'll get one other HQ, whether it be Grimoldus or Helbrecht or someone new. I suspect to be one of the 2 mainstays. And then I think there'll be an Assault Intercessor upgrade kit for doing Crusade squads in the New Age. I don't think there'll be much more than that, really.
Yeah, be interesting.
I couldn't see.
What do people in the chat? What do you think tonight? Do you think Templar? What units do you think Templars are going to get? Because obviously, if they're getting a box set, you can get more than the champion is going to be released. I think.
Yeah, I think there's definitely going to be 2 other things at least. I mean, they may even get a new unit of some description. Don't know.
Maybe
Might
it'd
be
be nice
specific to Templars. Well, yeah, I mean, it would be nice, but at the same time, I've got a lot of units already, so I kind of, you know what I mean? It's like I'd just like them to maybe rename all the stuff to their Templar origins. So obviously, like our captains become marshals, all this kind of stuff, and sword brethren, things like that is fine. I'm happy with a kind of a rename and a rework of those particular areas around it, because I think some of the new models that they've already bought out for Space Marines are pretty good at being converted into those kind of things. Assault Intercessors lend themselves to probably a good half of what Templars would take, I think. Just depends on what they do with Crusader squads, because obviously they used to be mix and match with tactical Marines and Crusader normal Marine neophytes and initiates. An aggressor chaplain. Whew. I mean, a chaplain in. I'll tell you what, actually. A chaplain in this Gravis armor, Dom. What do you reckon? A big boy like that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be quite nice. But the thing is, they've got a lot of chaplains already. I don't think another chaplain model is really required.
I think you should do a chaplain army, Tom.
Well, I've got about 6 or 7 now.
Yeah. They're probably they've all got their own unique data slate, I'm guessing.
They do indeed, yes, because I've got 2 Terminators.
What about the return of the Chaplain Dreadnought?
Chaplain Dreadnought would be fantastic. I think that would be awesome. Do you know what? That could be one of the things, Dom. That could actually genuinely be one of the things. So, yeah, if they were going to pick something unique, because we haven't had a Dreadnought out for a while either.
Yeah, Primaris kind of a
Redemptor Chaplain Dreadnought. I mean, honestly, I still love
sword and shield.
I love the old Black Templar Dreadnought model.
Yep.
Or the one with the big banner on the top and the bones. I think that was a fantastic model, and I'm really sad that they got rid of all those, quite frankly. Chapter not upgrade kit, maybe a poor selling Primaris unit repackaged as a unique Black Templar unit. I suppose if you're a cynic, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, if something's not selling well, I suppose it makes good business sense to repackage it and do it something that will sell well.
But the thing is,
I don't know what to say, really.
With Templars, they've always had that kind of martial look to them and theme, haven't they? So, like the Blade Guard veterans and aggressors. Assault intercessors are always going to kind of sit in that niche of Black Templars, isn't it? So, yeah, who knows? On the cover, you definitely see some Blade Guard veterans in the background.
100%.
Forming a shield wall.
And also, they had a lot of other various mixed units of assault marines, and there was definitely some bolter marines in there as well. So, because people forget that the Templars are not overusing the holy bolter. They do like the holy bolter. It's good.
Yeah, does its work, doesn't it?
What's Andy Ashby say? I'm painting up a Judicar. We'll probably never use him. Judicar always looked quite Templar-y to me. However, I think if I was going to use him, I'd like to see a few more Templar honorifics on him to make him look, just that little bit more. I mean, one of the main things. I know it sounds really small, but just some shoulder pads would be nice.
Yeah.
For kits, because the issue I have is, which I don't really want to do, is buy third-party stuff. And as much as I think if I went to Forge World with them, I might get away with it. I don't think it's going to be that frowned upon because they're not. I mean, it takes up what, 2% of the model.
Yeah. It's got to be a very detailed look, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and if they release shoulder pads, I could probably get away with that more. But we'll see. We'll see. And the Hounds of Mork. Okay, that's what. Yeah, the Hounds of Morkai was what Dave was just saying. Mr. Blue said about the Space Wolf Hounds or whoever. Yeah.
The old thingamajingies. No, it's very exciting, mate. Very exciting.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say I'm really looking forward to it.
On that Codex as well.
And it'll be just nice to have the stuff in the book. Just one book. I mean, not everything's going. I know I've got to use Space Marine Codex, obviously, but if it
maybe
just
your own data cards as well.
That would be nice. That'd be nice. Yeah, I mean they've done it with all the other ones, so I'm going to probably say yes on that one. I mean it's also a way to spin more money out of us. So
and that's it. It'll be the hottest Codex for a week, top of the tier, and then next week it'll be something else.
I don't know if it'll be top tier. I'd like to think it'll be quite powerful, but I think the weird thing about, I suppose, obviously we talk about Codex creep a lot anyway. I think Codex supplements are a way of maybe rebuffing that faction for a bit, I suppose.
Okay.
Because you take a look at like Space Wolves, Blood Angels, they both had supplements. I think they're still quite good. Ironic, they're all combat ones as well. So
well, we spoke about this briefly yesterday, didn't we? That things like the Space Wolf Codex, for instance, potentially the Black Templar one. They've got great foundations on the Space Marine Codex, which is a solid codex. And then you're only making it better by enhancing it. You're not going to make it any worse. You're basically building on that to a theme that you want to have and drive it forwards. So,
which hand on heart, I genuinely hope they do with Chaos next year. Genuinely do.
I don't know. We'll wait and see.
I genuinely hope they push them, because I mean the only thing you've got as a benefit out of this entire thing is that your codex is coming out towards the end of the cycle. So you should hold your power for a bit longer, as long as they actually make them powerful, which I hope they do in some way, because
Space Marine Codex supplement.
I know what would make you rage the most if they literally went. It comes up on the screen and it's the cover, which is the existing cover, and it's just got V3.
Oh God!
Would you rage quit?
Just carry on. We're Chaos players. We're used to being salty, so it's not the end of the world, is it? It's just like, oh well, never mind.
It wouldn't just have V3. It would have a salt shaker with V3 in it.
Yeah.
And a couple of grains coming out the top.
It would have units which are now legend as well, just to add salt in the wood. He's like, great! That's what I like to see.
Except Marines 2 will come out. So, do you know what? I know a lot of people are sort of saying that, Marines get a cut. I think this next cycle, I don't think stuff's going to come out that quickly after this lot. I do feel that 9th was a very quick turnaround on 8th, but I think that might have solely been down to more of a rule set kind of thing. Because if you think 8th was quite a big game changer of a rule set, would you agree? Because it ripped apart armor facing, ripped apart lots of the phases all got messed up, everything like that. And then I feel that 9th was like a band-aid. I do disagree that 9th should have possibly been a big as fanfare as it was, because I feel like it was just the same Codex again, but with a lot of very hardcore tweaks for the tournament scene, in my opinion.
I think so if you go from 7th to 8th,
yeah.
it was a massive leap,
yes.
and the game needed to have that change.
100%, yeah.
And then 9th was kind of a slight evolution on 8th to become what maybe 8th was slowly going the way that it should be going, and 9th just like poof, reset. Here we go again. We've got once again. We've got good bones. Let's work on that. And then 10th. Who knows what happens to 10th? But I'm not a hater of 9th at all in any way. And I think we can blame the likes of Brexit and COVID for a lot of the issues Games Workshop are currently having at the moment. However, we'll see what happens when people start playing more games.
Yeah.
At the moment, like I said, well, I'm not in. Let's be happy for Templars today. Templars again.
I'm trying to be happy in general. I'm trying to bring a happier vibe just in general, because and as much as you've got to wait till next year, I feel like your stuff will be worth the wait. I actually genuinely think it'll be worth the wait.
I am happily playing Necrons for 4 more months at least. I don't mind. I need 1 book.
You'll get Guard. You'll get Guard soon.
Yeah, Guard will be coming out, and I'm looking forward to Guard because, like I said, I love playing my tanks.
I mean, I haven't even bought the new Grey Knight Codex yet.
Yeah. I mean, you're spoilt for armies at the moment.
I don't want to play another Power Marine.
Every army you collect.
I don't want to play another power armor based army for Marines at the moment. Personally, I'd rather play something either chaos related or I suppose maybe my Orcs. The Sisters Battle I do want to play, but I haven't got enough points for them painted yet. So I'm still working on that army because I'm trying to take my time on them because they're obviously an army quite close to what I originally collected. So. Yeah. Anyway, I think we should probably have a look at these challenge entries, Dom. What do you reckon?
Do that, yes.
Do we have another challenge lined up? Because I must confess I haven't thought of anything. We could have a free for all this week.
Yeah,
paint whatever you want.
Essentially, open.
An open.
Do what you want.
Yeah. So we'll come to that in a minute because we'll go through the previous entries because we don't want to jump the gun. So anyway, the last one was to paint a weapon. The weapon was the main focus of the challenge. A lot of people seemed interested. However, we only got 4 entries, Dom. How's that make you feel?
We got 1 new person as well.
We got 1 new person. Yes, we did. We did get 1 new person. So I maybe with the free for all, might hopefully see some people go, oh yeah, I'll grab anything, I'm going to paint it, which I think would be quite cool because it'd be nice to see. Because it might be some stuff you're working on, you want to finish. That'd be quite nice to have entered. So it's be just for this week, and then we'll come back up with some different things to go at. But anyway, without further ado, who have I got up first? Let's just make sure I got this right. Okay. This is Mr. Yeah. Okay. Right. You ready? So, entry number 1, Bop, which I believe is Mr. Blues.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, a bit of a kit bash going on there.
Oh yes, there's a lot of quite cool little things on there.
Yeah, we've got a bit of Tau, bit of orkiness.
Oh, Aaron, just before Dom does carry on, don't say sorry, my friend. Life gets in the way. There's no pressure on these. That's the whole point. It's supposed to be a bit of fun. It was just more of a friendly little G in the ribs to get as many people involved who just want to be involved. Honestly, it's nice to see you painting. That's all it is. Yeah.
Aaron, you contribute a lot.
You do. You have done a lot of them. So I can't really.
There's other freeloaders here. That David Holland that don't contribute.
I've heard Dave Holland buys his models on eBay and pretends they're his paint jobs.
Very rarely does Dave Holland paint models.
And you know what? I've heard there's a guy in there called Fel Pyre who paints stuff but never shows it to anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's actually true as well. It's a bit of a sad time, really, Tom, that people have to do that. They've got plenty of time to do hobby.
Exactly. But anyway, you've heard that now. So sorry, go back to explaining Mr. Blue's model.
Yeah, so we've got a yeah, calling people out. That's where name and shame, Tom. That's it. We say 1 minute, don't shame them. Next minute, shame them. That's what we're doing.
Mr. Blue says the parts list is long and varied. So yes, I must admit there are some pretty cool little things in there. Is that front panel off an Imperial vehicle or the front stabby bits?
And then I believe that is from an old Orky truck, maybe.
An old, yeah, that's what I'm recognising it from. Yeah, and obviously, if if Mr. Lee was in chat, you know. But anyway, carry on.
Custom mega cannon, I believe. So it's a very nice, like, that's what I love about Orcs. You can essentially do whatever you feel like doing. Pop a load of bits together, as long as there's some logic to it. You've got, and I think he's done a really nice little job here.
Yeah, it's a nice little big cannon. Yeah, big.
Yeah. Very cool, and a nice bit of weathering on there as well. Nice like, change of colours between the parts that have kind of been bolted together, and they're like, it'll do, boys, it'll do. And yeah, I think I could just make out the drum at the front's got a pipe leading around to the back. So yeah, that's very.
It's nice. Like a potato gun. They fill that front up with air until it's really tight, and then they fire it through.
Yeah, shove grots in it.
Well, and they go through the small tube and get a
barrel. Jesus. Get down the barrel.
Oh no, okay, you meant the barrel. I thought you meant inside the thing. I thought you were going to push them through the small tube.
No, Tom, they're not monsters.
Oh dear. Well, anyway, yes. No, nice work, Mr. Blue. I think it's a very cool Orky-based model. And also, I said if Mr. Lee was here, he would appreciate the Tau element on there because he did do a Tau looted army for Orcs. So yeah, well done, Mr. Blue.
Yeah, but well done. Clap, 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 clap.
Number 2. Let's go here. So we're going to have.
Oh, hello, Mr. Lee. Welcome tonight.
Oh, is he here?
Yeah, he's just in the chat.
Okay, cool. We'll go with this one, which I believe is from Orkster.
Orkster.
Which is the servo turret. Is that correct?
I believe that's a servo turret.
Yes.
So a thing worth mentioning first off, it is magnetized.
Very nice.
So he has got a couple of options to chuck into that main gun. But yeah, anyway, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I actually like this model personally. I think it's. I wouldn't personally have one sort of maybe in my arm because I don't see what I would buy it for because I do think these models have a little bit of things. But anyway, the paint job on it is very nice. Kind of, I think I would say a muted color scheme. And it's nice to see that Tech Marine red in there. I think that's come out very nicely on that marine on the back there. And a very nice kind of, just I suppose a slightly weathered blue would be the best way of describing that. Would be yeah. And the base looks really really good on that as well. I think it suits that those stanchions on the bottom there for standing, which have been really nicely weathered as well. So, but yeah, nice. I mean, I think with those, I suppose the one nice thing about the Marines is they're quite nice to paint because the panels are quite flat surfaced. It's a very clear to paint model. And I think these actually benefit from a much more, I suppose, cleaner paint job. I think they stand out better, personally. I mean, so yeah, I like it. So
yeah,
well done, Mr.
Yeah, I love the like you said about the blues. You've got like the edge highlighting going on there across the bolts on the bottom and across the top. It's just the colours just kind of a little bit brighter, just adding a bit of depth to it. What I would love to have seen is this shield kind of like weathered, couple of little holes or just kind of marks on it as well, which is like it's been receiving fire as well as laying it down. And yeah, no, it's really nice. I think, like you said there, the base and the metal work is just it's nicely kind of.
It's a good combo.
Washed and highlighted there. So yeah, really good job on that one, Orkster. It's good to see you doing a 40k model as well. Normally we can rely on you to do some Blood Bowl, but yeah, nice. This is good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Well done, Orkster.
Clap, 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 clap.
Pete is saying it must be Elite 10 as it's standing on a rock. I think in this particular case, it is definitely a Tech Marine.
No.
It's still a lieutenant. He's wearing he's stolen the Tech Marine's armor. Sorry.
Blood Angel lieutenant and an Ultramarine gun.
Okay, here we go. Number 3, which I believe is from Captain Jack.
Yes.
And I would say he definitely took the brief to heart on this one.
Look at the size of that weapon.
Yes.
That big old chopper. Yeah, lovely big axe on this Minotaur or Minotaur, however you want to kind of say it. I just love the gore on it. I think sometimes when you're painting gore, you can be a bit kind of bit concerned how much you're going to put on, because I definitely do that when I'm putting gore on a weapon. I'm a bit like, oh, going to be quite reserved here. I don't want a bit too much. Seeing this model, I was like, actually, I could put as much gore on as I want because it looks absolutely amazing, and it's just come out really nicely on there.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, and it's just the depth in there as well. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm loving that axe. If I could do a blood effect on some combat weapons, half as good as that, I'd be very happy. Captain Jack. What about you?
No. Honestly, I echo some of that. I mean, even the Minotaur itself looks fantastic as well. It's just even that's got quite a bit of gore on its fists, I think, by the looks of it. But I think as you said, there's like a sweet spot with gore. I think. Well, I suppose there's a sweet spot, and there's also a spot where you've gone so far it doesn't actually matter anymore, because it just looks like a bloody mess, which is kind of the point, I suppose. And I think that suits that especially that metal work. I think it suits that very nicely. It just got that lovely sheen against it, but also that it looks sticky, if that makes sense. It looks like, oh dear, oh, you got a bit carried away with that X there.
On the actual model, Captain Jack, are the dents on the blade edge, are they modelled on there, or is that something you did yourself?
Yeah,
I'm not overly familiar with that model.
Also, it's got a blood pool on the ground. Just thought I'd say that.
Everything should have blood on the ground if it's got a
okay, Mr. World Eater.
Blood for the blood god.
See what Mr. Jack. Come on, Jack, you can do it. He's not even watching his own. He's not watching his own model. Maybe he's weeping with the comments that we've given. Oh, they like it.
Maybe he did a classic Dave Holland and purchased it on eBay.
Cheers. The dents are modelled. The pitted bits are they're actually typhus corrosion for the pitted bits. That's cool. I like that.
Oh, nice, nice.
Cool.
Very good. Very good.
Well done, Captain Jack.
Yes. All right. Oh, clappity clap, 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 clappity clap, 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 clap. Sorry, I was away with the fairies there for a minute. Hello, Gavin.
It seems like he might be a bit behind there, Gavin. That was the shots were fired quite a few minutes ago.
Oh, that was like the second volley, Gavin.
And I mean, Gavin would be another one who does some good paintwork, but never sort of displays any of it.
I've never seen any of it.
No, Gavin, so. I mean, sometimes maybe you wonder if Gavin actually does do his own painting.
No, I would. Edge of caution. No, I've never seen anything.
I mean, I heard Vicky laughing in the background there. I mean, the funny thing is, I don't think I've seen any of her painting.
It's true, actually.
Yeah,
it's true. I don't think I've ever seen any of Vicky's stuff.
So,
I mean, the way they could solve this, Tom, is by entering the open paint challenge for anything.
Anything. I mean, it's not even like we're restricting you in any way, shape, or form.
Literally do anything. Like, we're not even saying Games Workshop models.
No, it's just literally anything you want to paint. You could paint. You could do your own face.
I mean, some of them might not have picked up a paintbrush before, so it's quite intimidating for them.
Are we goading our audience? Is that kind of our tactic tonight? I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit.
Well, Captain Jack, thank you once again.
We'll get another clap. Okay, because we kind of and then we've got one more entry for tonight, which is a new one, a new person. So well done for putting this in. I'm gonna go with Voss Clade. Is that all right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
go on. Get your Voss out. Here we go.
1 second.
Oh, look, we got thumbs down. That's probably from Gavin.
There we go.
Enhance. Can you enhance?
Or go for nearer, you mean?
Yeah. I was doing a Blade Runner
I
reference
might
there.
be able to. I haven't done a. Can we do a zoom? Oh, here we are. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will make it as big as I can.
Coming for you.
Is that where?
Whoa, it comes! Whoa, it's getting closer. Nice.
Now,
nice.
apparently thumbs down came down from many people. I mean, yes, but I suppose any interaction is a good interaction.
That's it.
We're stimulating conversation. I mean, what can we say? Anyway, this is from Vosklade, who's actually someone that me and Dom know from a couple of our events, actually, if I remember correctly, and also from the local gaming clubs. And what? Do you know what? I'm just trying to work out. Is that a? What is the model? Could you tell me what that is? I'm not too sure.
It's an AdMech model there.
It is an AdMech model. Okay, because I haven't seen it, but yeah, obviously there is a nice little, I suppose, a bendy axe on there.
I would say that is the blessings of the Finecast Forge.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
There you go. Yeah, no, I love it. It's a nice little what you can see of Boss's stuff there. You can definitely go with the theme of like the weathered brass, which I love a bit of weathered brass myself. I'm a big fan of it. Without having to go with the oxidization, just adding a bit of depth and grime to it, and then just having that red blade just shining across there as well, which I think from what I can see there, he's done a bit of like highlighting there with the colors, or maybe just using some strategic watches on there.
And just to say, by the way, because I think Voss did say he wasn't sure he wanted to enter it because he didn't think his painting stand was hard enough. I'd say, mate, don't worry about it. I think you've got I think there's a good standard of painting in there. So, and as Dom says, the brass has come out very nice. I like a bit of brass, but maybe not quite that dark brass. It's getting a bit too cornate kind of brass.
We know which Mechanicum these guys are working for.
Yes.
Dark Mechanicum. But yeah, Voss, great, and like a note for everyone else there, because I know there's some like, we're very blessed in our Discord community with some very talented painters, and everyone's welcome. It's down to originality. A lot of these challenges, it's not necessarily down to the work with the brush. It's down to just trying your best, and I think if you want to give it a go, give it a go. We're very supportive. We want to help each other out and build each other up, not knock each other down.
No, quite.
So enter away.
In fact, anything. I mean, if you really want to, you could enter something purposely really bad and then watch how we positively reinforce your painting.
We're so positive, Tom. If you enter a challenge and you have a bit of effort in there, you will be positively talked about on screen.
Embuoyed.
Yeah. If you don't bother. Yes, but well done. Anyway, Tom, do you want to go with this this challenge's winner?
Yes. So,
drum roll, please, someone.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna start getting some stream buttons ready so I can do a drum roll. But I can't do it this week, so I'll sort something out. Anyway, tonight's winner is. Oh Jesus!
That could be very dodgy.
It could be, especially if we get some angles right in a minute. Is Captain Jack? Hey, well done, Captain Jack. Yeah, we loved your Minotaur's axe and the Minotaur, both of us. So
yeah, honestly, great work, Jack. Love it. Yeah, so guys, as we said a couple of times now, the host challenges. Oh, well, it's a good point, Peter. We haven't actually done one for a while. What challenge should we do? A challenge?
We could do one alongside this one, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
As it's a paint anything challenge, maybe we could. I'll tell you what we could do. Oh no, I'm just trying to think of a better. No, I was wondering about maybe slipping our models into the overall thing and doing, instead of us deciding who the winner is on the general one, is actually have a vote.
Oh wow, that could be interesting.
I think. What do you think, guys?
Would you want to vote for the winner? Me and Tom can slide some models in, anonymous style.
Yeah, we'll keep it completely secret. We'll paint the same time periods used are, so 2 weeks. And then what I'll do is I will create, if we get the painting stuff in from you, Dom, as soon as I can, I'll make a little, I'll put a number next to each model on each picture. And then basically we'll put a poll up while we're doing the viewing and you can vote for the models. I think that works, doesn't it?
You paint a word bearer, and I'll do a black Templar.
Okay, that sounds like a great idea. Painting each other's styles, oh god, no. I can't paint like Dom.
And I can't paint like Tom, so it'll be a giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll do that. We'll enter something in.
So this is going to be like so we'll call this like a free for all. And this is the one where you guys will get to vote on who's won it. So we'd love it. In that case, we really need you guys to all get involved.
Everybody, pick up a paintbrush and a model and paint whatever you want to paint. You got 2 weeks to paint it.
Doesn't matter what it is, big, small, large, tiny, outlandish, whatever. Just pick something and give it a go. And I will actually, in this case, during this particular one, I will not say whose is each until the winner is decided. So to keep it as impartial as possible. So
that's it, Dave. Search eBay. But guys, yeah, come on, let's do this. Woo!
I will put the details up. I'll do it right now, Dom. I'll do it right now, just so we got it ready. So you get ready for the tippy tappy.
Yeah.
So when's that due in? That's going to be due in. That's going to be the week before my wedding. Yeah, 31st. Or the week of my wedding.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I know. It's also bank holiday weekend, so that's the time I can get it all painted that evening.
I'm going to find a really random model to paint.
So am I, actually. Oh no, I better not make it too random. Actually, it can't be anything I've done. Oh no, I've screwed us.
What?
I don't know what I'm going to paint without giving you something away. I've got to find something I wouldn't normally do.
It's not in power armor.
Okay. I mean, you could feel free to keep talking while you know.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I didn't know you were typing away there. Yeah, so guys, make sure you pick something amazing. It can be any size. Please enter something into this challenge. It's going to be lots of fun, and we do enjoy looking at the pictures and giving you guys some very good feedback. And also, you get to paint a model from your collection and add it in.
And also, make sure you turn up to the stream if you can, because obviously we'd like to have your vote.
Yep.
We may do two. I mean, maybe we can do another poll as well to get the wider community's judgment on it as well.
Yeah, exactly. And to be fair, guys, if you haven't joined our Discord community, make sure you click it on there. I think there should be a link in the chat somewhere.
I'll do another one now if you want. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, check another one on there.
There we go. So if you're not in there. Oh. Right, Lee's got one for me. He keeps me to drop it round. But Lee, I'm just down the road, my friend. Just walk round.
Yeah.
Just walk round. I haven't seen you for ages, my friend. I'll have to come round to yours and break your door down. I don't want to do that again. I mean, I've done it 3 times this year already. It's just ridiculous.
Price of doors is pretty expensive. So, Tom, I believe this weekend there's a free preview on the Warhammer Plus, one of their series.
Yeah, I know. I'm conflicted at the moment.
What are your thoughts on Warhammer Plus at the moment?
I'm okay. So obviously, I'm going to potentially eat some humble pie because obviously I was quite strong in my views a couple of weeks ago. In that I was very much like I'm not going to subscribe, blah 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 blah. Now, I've kind of looked at everything again and had a good think about it, and I'm coming round to the idea. This is actually oddly enough, the thing that actually swayed me was nothing to do with the content being provided. It was actually because they allow VIP priority into Games Workshop events at Warhammer World, and that to me is actually quite important, personally. And I know it is to you as well. If you get
what, being let into a thing or not being let into a thing?
So being let into it as ahead of people that aren't subscribed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you would be annoyed if you didn't pay the whatever $4.99 a month it is, and then as a bonus you get a VIP status for joining these events, and then you get denied because you missed out on a place on it by someone that did have it. I think you'd rather be on a level play. It's annoying, isn't it? But it's also I don't like it, but at the same time, because I like Warhammer events, I would like to go to it and have the best chance possible of getting into them, because sometimes they're very difficult to get into.
Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. I'm going to stick by my guns to a degree. I mean, that if I get Warhammer Plus, it's not going to be because of that.
No,
so
okay.
Just keep that in mind, because I'm going to stay by my guns and say that I think that we should be promoting independent events, because I still feel the Games Workshop events are ridiculously expensive for what.
No, I agree with that. It's more the fact that I enjoy going to them. I'm not.
Yeah, and the thing is, if I went to Warhammer World next time, I probably wouldn't go for a tournament. I'd like to go to either meet some of you lovely people in the stream tonight, or just go up there with some mates and just have a fun game on one of the big boards. And for people to experience Warhammer World if they haven't experienced it before.
I must admit, going up and doing another Apocalypse game would be fantastic. That was actually a good time. But it's one of those things. But it's obviously it's not just the gaming events I'm talking about.
Yep.
There's other events that I probably haven't attended to, like a games day style thing, or a Forge World event, or a Black Library event, which I have never been to actually, and just being able to have first dibs on, at least attempting to get that would be quite nice. I would love to have the willpower for this, but sadly I don't. I want to do more of the animation style content, so really should support it, or at least show that. Yeah, I mean this thing. From my point of view, I was pretty disgruntled by the actions of what was going on personally, but I have to look at both sides of it, and so I'm just trying to be a bit more, I suppose, adult about it. If that makes sense. And as Dom knows, I can be a little bit knee-jerk sometimes.
He can be, Tom. That's coming up in your speech, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who said you did a speech?
Me. I'm doing a ceremony. And before I do any vows, I'm just going to completely troll you for half an hour. Now, Tom said he didn't want a speech, so this is the only way I'm going to talk.
Standing in front of the registrar going, no,
I am the registrar. I am the registrar.
Oh, dear, Dom. Oh, God, Vicky would kill you.
Oh, no, it's not going to be targeted at Vicky. I like Vicky.
Oh, no, but she'd kill you for disrupting.
It's you I can't stand.
Wow.
Oh, nice. That's very cool, Andy. And Jack, I would love for you to heckle me in person. So I can't remember what the word. So Warhammer Plus, go for it.
So yeah, I was just saying that basically, and yes, supporting the people that have been signed on is a good thing. However, I do still feel a little bit kind of like but there's lots of people that probably might get screwed over by this. But I suppose that I'm trying to live in the instead of the might, I'm going to try and live in and wait to see what actually happens. I suppose. Because it's a bit hard to tell right now. Nothing's really happened since the announcement. No one's really got properly screwed. I suppose apart from a couple of people, but some of that was self-inflicted. So, I'm not really sure what to say about it, mate. To be honest.
That's fine.
And there is some cool content there. I'm not going to deny it. I mean, that would be lying. Anyone saying there isn't would be, I think, personally, either just trying to be vindictive for no reason or not really looking at what's available. So,
yeah.
And ultimately, I think what will guide my hand overall is once I've signed up to it, does it keep coming?
Yeah, that is something to keep in mind. And I think what they've done is they can, let's say they can afford not to have animation for a little bit because they've got so many other kind of branches within Warhammer Plus that they can go, we'll do that in a couple of months. But until then, you've got battle reports or lore videos or painting tutorials, or there's an event coming up and you can be first in line for that. There's things there. But like I said, if I'm signing up, and the app, if I'm signing up, it is not to go to one of their events necessarily.
No, that's fair enough.
Like for other things, it's for potentially the animation. The animation's pretty stunning, and like I said, to support people. But yeah, there's certain things.
It's like I said, it's just there's lots of things in there for a lot of different people. If you've got, I mean, it also says if you've got something that you may or may not want, sorry, that you like it, well, there's probably something in there for you. But whether it's enough to draw you in, I mean, the apps would be a really nice thing to subscribe for because that alone should be worth the cover cost. But unfortunately, the app is still. I mean, do you know what I found today? I was actually recreating my list for this weekend in the 40k app. And it basically, when I select my Black Templars faction, it doesn't let me pick anything out of the Space Marine Codex from the point of view of listeners.
Okay.
And it's not there, so there's lots of the bugs with it still. And I just feel like for that app and the budget that's probably they could have had on it, I think they've done a very poor job, quite frankly.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Tom. I completely agree, and it's something they should be working on. If they're still trying to add that into Warhammer Plus, they can be giving a decent product.
And also, I think if you pay for the app, I think you should have access to the storybooks, stratagems, and all the other bits that come with it. I don't think you should have to buy the book for them if you want the rules for it. Personally.
Yep.
Just personally.
Peter says, how many first in lines can you have until Warhammer Plus line becomes the normal one no one else gets? Yeah,
that will eventually happen. I agree, but ultimately, if you're not in that line anyway, that argument's kind of irrelevant because you wouldn't be at the first. You'd have to be in there anyway. So if you're not subscribed, you wouldn't be in the line at all. Then you'd just be on the outside.
Yeah, essentially, you could still not get a ticket if you're doing the GT up there. They would sell out. And then it doesn't matter.
Jesus, Gavin.
But if you're not in it, you're not gonna get it, are you?
Yeah. Gavin's got a damning review of the app there, saying that the Track and Trace did a better job than the 40k app.
Yeah, absolutely.
Andy, when you say it's broken, can you actually log on to it or not? Because if you couldn't log on to it, there's actually a way of fixing that. You have to go. This is very strange. You have to log on to Warhammer Community website or my Warhammer site. You have to log in there first, and then log it back in again, and it should work. Because I found that until I logged into that, it wouldn't let me log back into the app after a certain point because there was a bug on it somewhere. I happened to read it in the application reviews when someone was obviously slating it. They went, "Oh no, but you can fix that by doing this." I was like, "But you wouldn't think of doing it. You just wouldn't." Because it's not something you would do to fix a problem, quite frankly.
Yeah, so we'll wait and see if they actually improve.
Yeah, I mean, whether I stay, whether I stay subscribed to it for any length of time will very much dictate whether I feel it's even worth the money they put into it. So.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a pain, really, isn't it? That they. They're going, you've got to get it. Come on, come and get it.
And also, now, I'm going to warn you guys, from an IT background myself, do I think that Games Workshop are going to have a flawless Warhammer Plus kind of release day when it goes live and the amount of people on it they're going to sign to? No. I suspect the first day is going to be full of crashes, buffering, and complete and utter under anticipation of what they required to service the number of customers they're going to have. Because they've been doing that with normal books releases, with normal like Codex releases and all like that for the last 30 years. So
yeah. Prepare for the ride to break down once you're on board.
When does it go live? I think
it won't be like Jurassic Park. You'll be fine.
It's the 25th, isn't it? Is it 25th of September or is it July that it goes live? I think it's September, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
I think it's September.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in September.
I'll check. Hang on. Give me one sec, guys. I've got to just get a full confirmation for you guys. I thought it was the 25th of September. Oh no, it's actually August the 25th. Excuse me.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was August, but then I thought maybe I'm going mad.
So actually, it's next week.
Ooh. You better sign up, Tom.
It's already you can't sign up to Plus yet. They want to make sure you crash the servers on the night when they do that. They don't want anyone to advance sign up for it. That'd be silly.
Yeah, don't
staggering the input. I mean, it's like when World of Warcraft released the first night. You know, it's it'll be all right. Oh, what happened there? Well, everyone tried to use login servers at the same time. We weren't expecting that.
Oh my goodness. Now, I think by now the Games Workshop community and fan base is so jaded, they'll expect it. So I won't be that bad.
No.
They're like, oh, they'll anticipate this. We don't have to face it. It's fine.
I mean, I suppose actually another good question we could ask is that if you could pick any particular animation / live action or whatever cartoon, whatever, what would you pick to have done next that isn't already being done?
I'm always a massive fan of the idea of I don't know if anyone remembers the original Clone Wars series they did, not the computer animated one, but like the hand one, a bit like Samurai Jack style. I would love for that to be a Horus Heresy series, like a Great
stop
Crusade.
Motion or something.
No.
I'm just messing.
But an actual like Samurai Jack-esque
yes,
Horus Heresy series, I think that would be absolutely amazing.
The burning of Prospero's an animation. That would be quite cool. I in all seriousness, I would love them to do either a series or a film adaptation of the Horus Heresy. And the thing is, right, the reason why I say this would be quite cool is because if it's on Warhammer Plus, it doesn't matter how long it takes to do. Even if you just release like once every year an episode, like a full film of it using the skilled animators, I think people would really get hooked on that. I mean, even if they just cover the Siege of Terror, I think that would be amazing.
That is correct, Aaron. I think it was just the cost when they moved away. Use someone else. Yeah, Siege of Terror.
I think it's a good. And obviously, it'd be quite cool if they did. I think some of the Space Marine battle books, like Rin's World.
Or what would be quite good, a live action series of two servitors on a Space Marine battle barge, just doing basic maintenance.
It'd be like
But because they're servitors, it's the same job. So essentially, every episode is exactly the same. Just different people walking around in the background.
Star Trek, the crew.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just a generic guardsman on the ship or a servant. It's like going, bloody Grimoldus.
Yeah.
His bloody bedpan again.
Or they could be servitors on a World Eater ship. And it goes through the Great Crusade into the Heresy. And towards the end of the Heresy, the servitors are going to get beat. They're going to get ripped apart.
Start a Red Dwarf. It's some nice ideas in there. Animated series never chosen. It sounds like the first season of Red Dwarf. Yeah. Well, Eisenhorn is already happening, as far as I'm aware. I believe. Although the interesting thing about Eisenhorn, obviously, it was all confirmed before it went to Warhammer Plus. So I wonder if they've got problems with TV rights on that now.
I don't know, because it was going to go on Amazon, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, but that's kind of a point. So if they had it there, they wouldn't necessarily be allowed to. It'd have to be an exclusive on Amazon, wouldn't it? If they signed a deal.
Would that be a bad thing?
Well, no, it would be for the general public. It would be fantastic. But I was saying, but it wouldn't go onto Warhammer Plus until after it had aired on Amazon Prime first, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. And that is a very good way of bringing people into it, isn't it? Really.
Well, it expands the reach.
Yeah. almost as if they should have done that in the first place, but let's not.
Honestly, we could discuss that one to death. I mean, there's so many things. I mean, you remember what it was like in kind of like, I suppose, early 2000s towards the late, and how closed shop they were from a social media presence kind of way. It was almost as if you think, are they actually doing anything in there? You know, and all their releases were very bad because they were. I think the 6th and 7th releases were pretty poor from a point of view of kind of understanding what the community actually wanted from the game, I suppose.
Yeah, and I think basically all of that really can be summed up with if any business or any company now, if you're not got a social media presence in any way,
suicide.
It's over, isn't it?
It's suicide.
Yeah, I think the servitor idea's got legs now. I think I'm gonna
try. The servitor got legs though.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pitch meet that with GW. See if I can get a series made up. Do you think I can do that?
Well, I mean, if you can pick up some anime, I mean,
maybe it's instead of live action budget wise, it might just be a bit more like
robot. We could do we could do it on tabletop.
That's what I mean. Yeah, we just use.
Yeah, be fine. Just do it. We'll do it. We'll do it ourselves. It may take about 6,000 years to film, but or we could dress up ourselves and do a series.
Yeah, exactly.
We're really good actors.
That'd be in my portfolio.
Failed Warhammer content creator.
Whoa. So harsh.
Oh, yeah, Lee, puppets is a great idea, but I could turn Dom into the puppet and I could control him from above. I wouldn't abuse that in any way, shape, or form. I swear.
No, you won't. He's going to get married soon and get
hey,
suffer my wrath.
I mean, you'd know. Yeah, exactly. It's fine.
I'll take it.
She's gonna come in and hit me. She's watching the stream. Shush.
There you go. Oh, yeah, they've got that new action figure, haven't they, as well?
Oh, the new another Space Marine one, you mean?
Another Space Marine one, yeah.
Oh God. Sorry, they need to expand the range out a bit.
No. Did you see the little thing? An elder player put down.
Ricky just scaring me.
They'll be waiting 30 years before an elder action figure gets
I think it's a shame they haven't done one for each thing by now.
Because crazy, isn't it?
It is. It's such a. It doesn't matter. I think they would all be money spinners. I don't really think it's a fact. It's not about. I think they've missed the point on that particular thing because if people like that kind of thing, they collect the figure regardless of what faction it is because they just want to have every single one of them. What they probably don't want is multiples of a very similar looking model.
Which they're kind of getting at the moment.
No, they are because essentially they've released 3 Space Marine ones. They've obviously got the one with I think the plasma, the standard bolt rifle, the assault one, and now they're doing the Gravas Captain one, which is just completely unnecessary. I don't know what you guys think, but personally, I think it's like a missed opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick the Sister Battle one up. By the way, that's my next one. I'm gonna buy them because I love the army and I want to have that one as a thing because it's quite a cool little collector's item. But if you would like to give me a Chaos one, for instance, I wouldn't complain. It's this is cool. This is another different type of model. You know.
How many Space Marine ones can you have?
I don't want another Space Marine one, to be fair.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, if they came out with like a Grimoldus one, that's a different thing. You know, if they come out with characters that I actually want to have because they're my favourite Warhammer character, of course I'll get one of those. But I'm not going to buy another Space Marine one. No, I just don't need another one. I don't see the point.
What's everyone's thoughts on these action figures? Are they pro them? Do they what one would they like to see next? Obviously, we're probably going to get about 4 more Marine ones before we get a Chaos one. But what other ones would you like to see released?
Indeed. If any at all. Maybe you don't like the range at all. Maybe you hate it. Maybe you think it's the bane of the hobby.
Bane of the hobby.
A bit too harsh.
Yeah, a little bit harsh, really. Maybe there's someone who's very passionate about it. Did.
Missed out on the Nurgling plush.
Big mid.
I mean, a Tyranny would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Gene Stealer would be awesome.
I'd definitely get one of those for Gavin.
Yeah. Or a Gene Stealer cultist with a
They
little
make
shotty.
really cool gifts for a 40k player, especially if they haven't got their own faction. It's quite a nice little gift. That must be taking a while to drink that, Dom. If you don't like it that much, that's
not too bad, really. It's growing on me.
It's growing on you.
How's your glass of Ribena?
My glass of Merlot is fine, thank you.
Oh, how sweet. Good.
It wasn't just one glass, though. I will confess I have topped up 3 times during the stream already. We got you on here. Say, kind of wish they'd done as buildable ones like the gun. Well, the funny thing is you can pop all the joints off. It's just obviously they wouldn't look right with other kits, clearly. But you know, in theory, from a customizable point of view, they could have maybe made the Space Marine one included with all the guns and weapons, so you could have a variation on how you posed it. I suppose that would have been quite nice. He wants a Ripper plushie.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Orcs. Orcs would be a nice one. Why haven't they no Orcs yet? Oh.
To be honest, Captain Jet, I imagine you were shouting at Dom because you dislike him so much for not giving you your money back.
Whoa. I did a brilliant Blade Runner reference. And I think I've got a fiver's worth out of it now.
So. Oh, I see. You're putting monetary value on your quotes.
Well, normally you can't, but I think in some circumstances.
I see. I will bear this in mind. We'll see what Jack says. See if it's worth that £5.
I'll do more, Jack, and see how many you can get on board with.
Excuse me.
What?
Try that sentence again, but without the money.
What was I going to say? Chaos vehicles. Why are there so much paneling on them? Why can't it just be like a Space Marine one with no panels? This is crazy.
Because they've got a second skin of Chaos.
Right. Yeah. Good point. Yeah. No, I'll take that back.
Okay. Sorry about that. Although the Venom Crawler you're currently painting, which I think it is it Venom Crawler?
No.
Oh, what's that you doing then?
Mauler Fiend.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It looked like the way you're holding it. Looked like the back end of the.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. No, it's a Mauler Fiend.
Well, they definitely should have paneling. They are covered in chaotic stuff.
Oh, just so much of it.
Yeah, but it would just look like a Space Marine if you didn't have the paneling.
I mean, but then we might get a Codex.
I reckon actually, if you opened a Mauler Fiend up, there's actually a Dreadnought inside of it on all 4s.
Feral Dreadnought.
It's just like a rogue Tech Marine came over and just slapped on like arms around it. And he's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Andy Ashby, we're doing the doubles in November. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
Let me put it this way: I have purchased a ticket. We're just waiting to see if we can both attend.
Yeah,
that's basically where we're at.
So. Faith and Fury may be back. Who knows?
Or Shake and Bake. That's my other idea.
Shake and Bake.
We could come dressed up as
Rick and Barber.
Rick and Barber.
Or I might have a guard Codex by then, so it could be Black Templars and guard.
No, it won't be because it's November.
It'll be necrons.
Yeah. Necrons again. And Black Templars.
Yep. Hellbrick always gets.
Although knowing my luck, the release of that Codex wouldn't be in time for the tournament, so they would just say no, and I'd be like, "What? I wouldn't play them." I'd be like, "No, I'm not playing them."
I refuse.
But yes, in all shortness, Andy, I'd love to. To be fair, it's just a matter of if we can both get our schedules sorted. I think I may still be going if I can. If it's basically, I just don't know. It just depends. We'll see. We hope so.
Andy, are you going to be going?
Yes. Are you attending? I know Vicky is going, I believe. So.
What's everyone's thoughts on the painting challenge? Anyone got any ideas so far? The openness of the painting challenge.
I have not signed up for the new Hachette description. No, Peter. I was tempted, but I decided against it because I think I'd want to go with the full subscription one, and I don't really think it's. I mean, actually, to be fair, it is probably worth the money, but I can't justify it at the moment, unfortunately. I mean, I picked up all the ones I wanted anyway from the previous edition just by waiting for them to go turn up in various places, and then they would let you reorder all the single issues at the end of the cycle. And I picked up all the ones I wanted at the price. So Mr. Lee has got an Arch Revenant he's wanted to paint. Has Mr. Lee still got stuff outstanding for your Crusade?
Yep. We're waiting for Mr. Lee at the moment.
It sounds like you've got a full palette, Mr. Lee.
Nice. Mr. Blue's got an idea, and he's got some Necrons. Nice.
But obviously, you guys might want to keep it all silent. You don't know, because you.
We'll have to see.
I mean,
I'm probably not going to enter a Mauler Fiend, put it that way. I think that would be a bit of a giveaway.
What I would suggest everyone does, if you don't want us to know the name of the person that's done it, by the way, as well, is to maybe keep them private.
Oh, Ceres, hello!
Mr. Ceres, I have some bolt action Infinity models coming. Be too late. Might be one of my Stormcast. Backlog and Look, Mr. Lee, there's only one way to get rid of an embarrassing backlog, and that is to clean it out.
Lots of prunes.
And luckily, you're painting Nurgle, so you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Or figs. Figs will help. Undercooked food. That also helps clear it out.
X-Lax.
Yep. Yeah, okay. Well, there's lots of people have got ideas here, and I'm sure we're going to see some nice models.
But yeah, anyway, just what I was saying. So if you want yours to be completely anonymous, that's fine. Don't feel you have to post progress on this one. You can literally just on the day send it to Dom's private message, so no one else knows. Because obviously, as we let you guys vote on it, if you feel like you'd like to have it so that actually, you just get a completely like non-biased view on it, so you haven't posted any progress pictures or anything like that, just feel free to keep it all quiet and then send it to Dom on the day, and then we'll just put it up there. We won't say who it is. I won't say who they are on the night either, even though obviously technically people go back and look them up if you posted previous ones, so it will give you kind of a clue. But it's difficult for us to kind of it's difficult for us to kind of prevent you knowing who it is if you do post it, obviously, so just bear that in mind. But
and like I said, myself and Tom are going to be entering this one.
But we will definitely not put anything up about them.
We're going to keep it under the radar. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be down to whoever to vote for them.
I should probably actually put in the fact that we're doing it as well. That's what I thought to add on the end of it. Also, to add to this,
Mr. Lee has purchased some orcs. Very nice. I think I gave you all your orc parts, Lee. I don't think I've got any bits left to give to you. Oh, it's very exciting. Has anyone got many of the new Orc models yet?
Or ordered any? See, for me, no.
Thank you for that story.
Yep. No, but you know why? Because I don't want to do the squig stuff. It's not doesn't fit my army. I'm not interested. I feel like that's the theme they were pushing.
What about the non-squig stuff? When that comes out?
No. When the new Orc War boss with the B-Axe, I'll definitely get him. I think that looks awesome, and it fits my theme a bit better because I don't really want to use Gazgil personally. So yeah. And I'm hoping when they come out with a few more bits like the Orc Boys kit, I'm reasonably interested. Although I need to see how it stacks up against the current Orc Boy kit, because if it's like double the size, it's going to be really weird, and it may annoy me.
Yeah, that's my concern about Guard as well, to be honest. When the Deathcore Kree get their full release,
they might be a head taller. You don't know.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a concern. Bit like the Orc thing, really, to be honest.
Well, I did tell you something the other day, didn't I? Whereas I said if Krieg gets a full proper release, I will be selling my Guard army and restarting it with the Krieg army.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I could think I could do it justice, quite frankly. I'll probably keep my big tanks, but other than that, they would be I would replace with a full Krieg army, because the Krieg army, as Don will know, is one of the armies I've quite been attached to doing at some point, but never quite felt I had the oomph in the wallet to do it.
The great white's quick is brilliant. No, yeah, it's true. Yeah, no, exactly, mate. Yeah, I think everyone's got a passionate thing, and yeah, I can see you liking that one.
That's cool. Well, anyway, I feel like I'm going to have to wrap this up in a minute, unless you've got some lottery numbers to announce.
Oh, actually, I don't know if I have, to be honest. I think my lottery is over. Let me have a little look.
Or
See.
completely over? Never happening again over?
Maybe. No, definitely going to happen again. Let me just check.
He's already won. He's just been stalling.
Yeah, surprise. One moment. Do.
Also, well, just while Dom's having a look for that quickly, is I don't know if Voss does watch this eventually. If you are, also Andy's in chat. I think I owe both of you a 40k game at some point, which we've been trying to get organised for a while. So I will contact you. And Andy, I won't call you James this time. I promise. Just so we can get I wouldn't mind getting either a recording or just maybe if you just want to pop around for a game. I'm sure, but Dom would be quite up for it as well. At some point.
Yeah. Okay, we got one line for the lottery.
You do? Or did you want the numbers?
One line. Here we go.
Is it just you? Is it just you?
No. Well, this is from a winning of a previous one, so it's carried across to this one.
So it's got some luck on it then.
Oh, definitely. Go for it, Tom.
I'm gonna say, I was getting the. Yeah. Just getting them. Give me a second, mate. Give me a second. Here we go. You ready?
Yep. So I'll go for it.
Here we go. 17th of August, 12.
Okay, no, there's no point going on. Yeah.
31.
No.
41.
No.
42.
No.
47, 0, and 4. Have you got a raffle number on there?
I've got 47, 04.
Have you got a UK millionaire maker code?
Yes, I have.
Does it start with a V?
No.
Okay, there's no point in reading that then.
No, it's not good.
There you go, guys. That was the extensive lottery win for Dom.
Hooray! Peter, do you think we'll see any other guard factions as kill teams? No, Peter. I don't think we will. I very much doubt it. Yeah. They've gone with Death Core for this one, which is fair enough. It's a nice model release. I doubt very much.
It doesn't strike me as an area they would expand out into that far, I think. I mean, actually, okay, it depends. If they're not doing a full Krieg release as a guard army, then yes, I could see them doing that actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for variation. If they were going to make it.
Yeah. I think the Deathcore Krieg it's going to get a full release.
I think it will as well because it's too big a thing not to do. I think it's got I suspect it's been a big seller on Forge World. So
I think if it was Space Marines, they would be obviously. I think there'd be opportunity there to do the offshoot chapters for them to get something. But for Guard, no. I don't think they sell particularly well for Games Workshop.
But I think that's mainly because they've only got a Cadian kit.
Yeah,
and that's what I find funny about it. I think if they put a few other kits out there, I think they would sell more Guard.
Yep, absolutely. But why break the mold? Keep with Space Marines. It still sells.
Well, I suppose the thing about Space Marines, even though they are technically the same model, because you can paint them different colours and have a different chapter and story on them, you get that kind of difference. Whereas with a Cadian, you can't really change who they are. They're still a Cadian shock trooper.
I
know you can do a few. You can do some modifications.
You can paint them differently. You can,
but they're still. But it's the armor style, and it's very much like
the Guard theme is that the whole aesthetic changes for all the different planets, doesn't it? But Space Marines, just chuck them in some armor, paint the armor different color. And
yes, there are some variations like Blood Angels, Black Templars, Dark Angels, where they're much more subtle and easier to achieve. So it's just like, oh, we'll put some wings on this guy and his helmet, and we'll put some crosses on this tabard. But it's still, that's the difference. And yes, Andy, that sounds good. I will probably wait till after the wedding, and then I'll start planning some actual stuff up again. So yeah, I'll drop you a line hopefully and just try and get some time. Who needs time? Time doesn't. Yeah, time grows on trees nowadays, doesn't it?
Overrated.
But anyway, I think that is a good place to leave it tonight. Would you agree?
It is indeed. It is indeed. Thank you, everyone, for
Yes.
tuning in tonight. It's been a pleasure as always.
Indeed, it's been a good chat tonight, guys. So thank you ever so much for watching. Obviously, if you need any gaming supplies, please check out Goblin Gaming for us using the link below. We do appreciate it if you do. Obviously, there's some big releases coming up. If you feel like you can swing some stuff via their way, I think they would appreciate it as well. It's nice to keep them sort of ticking over money-wise because they're a good company. In all seriousness, so that's my little plug. Just a genuine one. Don't really have to say any more than that, really, do
I? No, you don't.
Cool.
Well done, Tom. That's really nice.
Well, in that case, my name's Tom, and this has been
Tom.
And we are both from Black Toad Studios. It's been a pleasure. Good evening. Good night.
Bye.